Good morning, Daniel. Here's your machine, the Breville Oracle BES980. It's in very good condition. As we spoke, it's only about a month old, used it for only a month, and hasn't been used ever since. And it shows in terms of the wear marks on the insides and on the boiler. On the outside, unfortunately, it has some scratches from the previous customer trying to clean it, such as here, a little bit here, and maybe perhaps here. But otherwise in very, very good condition. Like the drip tray is very clean. The handle, all the accessories are included, and of course when I serviced it, it really was spotless on the inside. Cool. Now I've given it some beans, and maybe I'll add some more water, and we'll make a latte. I like to begin my coffee session with a blank shot, so just pressing the 2-cup button without any coffee in the handle. This will warm up the machine, the handle and the cup in one motion. You can stop it whenever you want, otherwise it'll go for the full 30 seconds. Just put it on the side. Take out the portafilter and dry it. Make sure this is dry before you grind, otherwise the grinding won't be consistent. I have the grind size set at number 18. There's these stickers on the screen still because the machine hasn't been used for much. But this is on grind size number 18. That's how fine the coffee is. Here's the milk temperature. It's at 60 degrees Celsius with the frothiness at 50%. Let me grab a milk jug. Cool. So this is a drill boiler, obviously. You can do both the brewing and the steaming. Do them at the same time. But for the sake of the video, I'll be doing it one by one just so that we can focus on one thing at a time. Yeah, so to grind, you just selecting the grind size is pretty much the only thing you have to change on this machine. Everything else is automatic. You just want to look at how fast the coffee flows and how much coffee you get in 30 seconds, and then change your number based on that. You want to be getting about 35 to 40 grams of coffee in the 30 seconds that the machine brews for. You can change the time here, or you can even make the machine dose by volume as opposed to time. Well, I think the correct way and the default way is to do it by time. Anyway, here's the coffee pack. It's pressed down, it's dosed correctly. I didn't tell the machine to grind for 2 cups. I just pushed it in. It will know how much to put in. It will sense how much coffee there is, and it will press it for you so that it's ready to go. All you need to do is push it in. Make sure you go at 6 o'clock in terms of the direction, so dead center, maybe a little bit more, to prevent, to press on the group head, otherwise it won't be as tight, and it may leak if you don't press it in all the way. but I think that's pretty straightforward. Let's grab a mug here. Dump out the water that's inside. You want to add any sugar or syrup at this stage before you put in the espresso. You can also use a hot water spout right here. If you want to pre-fill your cup with Americanos with hot water to do an Americano, you can even select the long black setting, which will give you hot water first and foremost, and then give you the espresso automatically. But I'm going to add a little bit of hot water just for the sugar. You can also use this for tea, like if you want to brew any tea or something, or if you want to pre-warm your cups. It's really fantastic for that. Sweet, now that my cup is ready, I'm going to put the mug on a scale just so I can measure how much coffee comes out. You may want to have a scale just to measure the coffee output. Like I said, I'm aiming for about 35 to 40 in the 30 seconds. So you want to measure the amount, and you also want to look at the quantity, the speed of the coffee coming out. You want it to be nice and slow, just like here. Trying to make it visible. You want it to be nice and slow, just like this. Like a consistent stream of coffee, not too fast, but not too slow. And this is how you get the perfect taste and the right amount of crema. Let me take it out. Just measure how much comes out. About 45. It's a bit faster than standard, so you may want to bring the grind size a little bit down. But it's actually very good. So it has a lot of crema, and it looked really good on the shot. Now for the milk. Before you begin, you just want to purge it so that you preheat it kind of and start off the steam. Select your temperature and texture, and all you need to do is just put it in and press the lever down. You can froth manually if you want, like a barista, just by pushing it up and holding the milk jug here. If you're feeling like you're running out of time, if you're feeling lazy, you can just make the machine do it for you. So I'm just going to clean the portafilter by running another blank shot. This will clean the portafilter and the head in one motion. Now that my milk is ready, you want to grab like a tissue or a wet towel and wet it, because you want to wipe the steam on straight away. So you want to take out your milk, make sure you don't drip onto the floor or the counter. Wipe the tip straight away, and when you push it down, it'll actually clean itself. So it'll purge steam through the insides to remove any milk residue from blocking the holes and the passages of the steam wand. And Here's the milk. It's very nice, very creamy. I'm gonna tap it down. If there's any bubbles, tapping it down will break the bubbles. And then swirl it around just to mix it up. And then pour. You can even do latte art on this machine with a little bit of practice. So I think that's all you need to do for a latte. Sorry about that. The two things that I can recommend is use fresh beans and try to get the correct amount of grind size. Different beans will grind at different rates and different levels. So fresh beans usually will grind better. And I'm using Aldi store beans, so they're not the freshest beans in the world, but as you saw, they do the trick. If you buy your beans from a cafe or your local roasters, then you may need to increase the number a little bit because the coffee coming out will be very fine. So you need to kind of gauge that depending on how fast the coffee comes out when you press the button. That's pretty much all you need to know. Fantastic machine. Has so many features. You can change a lot of the things in the menu. So if you go to the menus here, you can change how much volume for each of these cup buttons. You can obviously do the clean cycle, and it will remind you to clean and descale. So be sure to do those on time. It has a clock, and it can actually wake up in the morning for you, which is what it did today. It woke up before I did, so that once I came to it, it was preheated and ready to go. Otherwise, it'll take about 5 to 10 minutes to turn on from cold, which is pretty standard. You can change the settings of the tamper, how hard and how long to tamp for, if you want to change the appearance of the coffee puck here, the cake, and other pressure settings and long black settings. So very, very extensive machine, pretty much does it all for you. And I hope you enjoy it. Here's the latte that I made. And you can do anything from a flat white to a cappuccino, and if you have you can do hot chocolate with the hot water spout. You can do pretty much all the standard drinks on this coffee machine. Hope you enjoy it, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Otherwise, I'll see you later today. Thanks, Daniel. Cheers.